Hello my loves and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jasmine Naomi and I am a high value woman coach. My job here is to help you finally see your true value, what you're meant to do on this planet, and actually taking action with confidence. My channel is all about really empowering you and showing you what kind of life you truly deserve to live, and that you don't have to be limited by the bounds of your environment, by the bounds of your family, your friends, your peers, or even anything that has told you otherwise. I am really here to help you step out of your limits and really and truly embrace the first-class life that you're meant to live. Today's video is all about vetting the people that get to be in our lives and why we need to do the work, and actually being selective around who gets to be in our life, who gets to have our energy, and how to choose what kind of people just aren't in our soul alignment. The reason why I think vetting out the right people to hang out with is so important is because our energy is incredibly sacred. We are living our soul aligned lives. It's important that we choose and select people that understand our values and actually honor them and honor who we really are. It's important to be accepting of all values. It's important to be accepting of all perspectives. But the beautiful thing is that we actually get to choose who gets to be in our lives and who doesn't. So this video can be applied in your romantic relationships. It can also be applied in your friendships, So I have a story for you. So when I was 19, 18, I was in a really bad place. I was a mess. I dated the wrong people. I made poor choices in my life and I didn't know what I wanted. I had a lot of dreams, but I didn't feel like it was possible for me to go for any of them. I chose the wrong people to date. I chose the wrong people to spend time with. And my friend and I met during that time. We have been friends for 6 years, but during the 3-year mark was when I truly embodied my spiritual journey. That was when I learned about the law of attraction. That is when I learned about inner healing, spiritual work, inner journey, when I learned about all of these very spiritual practices that have led me to becoming the person that I am today. I am very proud of this side and I love this part of me, and I made the conscious choice to become a coach. Now, she is very different from me. She is very practical. She's an amazing human being. She's amazing, but our values are very different. How we want to live our life, how we want to spend our time. And to some people, they would say, oh, it's great to have different friends. You get to see different perspectives. You get to learn about the different parts of you. Some people may agree that you should have friends that are very different. And I think to an extent, that's what I believe, to an extent. So we're going to go into that later. But we are very different. We are very different people. And when I became more committed to my spiritual practices, she really held me back. And she didn't really say things directly about how I shouldn't be coaching or I shouldn't be doing all of these things, but you can tell from her energy that she was just not for it. Sometimes they don't have to tell you straight up what they feel. Energetically, you still feel it. And it slowly became a friendship to me that was no longer fulfilling to me. There's a part of me that feels, oh, we've been friends for 6 years, I should feel obligated. But there's another part of me that believes she isn't aligned with who I want to be. And if she's not supportive of the person that I want to become, then what is the point of having this friendship? Because in a way, if I keep her in my life, and every time we have conversations about life, I keep trying to convince her to see my point of view, and she keeps convincing me to see things in her point of view, we are not allowing each other to flourish. And that goes the same way with romantic relationships as well. When you hold that partner to be in your life and to force them to see things your way, you are not allowing them to live their true and authentic self. And it's that she either has to compromise, which I don't want her to compromise, right? I want her to live her authentic truth versus me feeling like I need to hold myself back constantly because I want to make her feel comfortable. I'm not living my truth either, and I'm not living the soul-aligned version of who I am. I think it's so great to invite very different people in your life. The line and the boundary is they have to make you feel good. So let's talk about why you need to vet people out and how you can vet people out. So why you want to vet people out. You living your full authentic truth is all that matters. And when you are doing that, life becomes fun. Life becomes amazing when people in your life are accepting you for exactly who you are. And when you're with people that have this energy that is just expansive, unlimited, supportive, loving, nurturing, those kinds of friendships that make you feel like anything is possible is amazing. And if you don't have friendships like that, it's okay. The inner work that you do with yourself will bring you there, I promise. And when you surround yourself with more people that make you feel soul aligned, it's gonna be really hard for you to go back to friendships that don't feed you. And you deserve to be in relationships where you feel like your needs are met, you feel like you are understood, you feel like your vision is possible. Another reason why you should be very careful with who you spend your time with is because you become the average of the top 5 people that you spend time with. So if you surround yourself with people that are living in very fulfilling lives, in careers that they love, and always in a state of joy and authenticity, being with them will entice you to becoming more like them. So we become more like the people that we hang out with. Versus if you're with people that keep themselves in a box, people that aren't working on themselves, people that are stuck in their traumas and are not willing to work through them. If you are inviting and expending and using your energy with people like that, how do you expect yourself to grow? It doesn't matter how many self-help books you read or how many Tony Robbins podcasts you listen to. The people that you spend the most time with, you become them. It doesn't matter how much you try to change and move into the next level. Energetically, the people that you're hanging out with will always hold you back. Why? Because there is a part of you that's unhealed that feels very connected to those people. You're like, oh wow, like I'm working so hard in my business, I'm working so hard on my mindset, but I just don't feel like life is changing. Nothing is really changing. Well, what are your friendships like? And you really want to ask yourself, what are your friendships like right now? And if they are very stuck in their ways of, oh, this is what it is, this is life, or they're in jobs that they don't like and they complain about it all the time, they're complainers, or they just feel completely powerless over their life. How do you expect yourself to grow when you have people like that in your life that are telling you otherwise? And I'm sure with all the inner work that you're doing the very best that you can to step out of the life that you lived before. And like I say all the time on this channel, you literally have to forget who you were. You have to forget your past in order to create a new identity or to create a new life. Now, these people that have been in your life for a very long time are going to remember this old part of you. But this old part of you may have made the worst decisions, was not loving to yourself. This version of you could have been so ugly. But now maybe 6 years later, you've really changed, you've worked on yourself, you glowed up on the inside out, and you're this new person. But those old people will still remember that version of you that didn't have her life together. Those people will still remember you as that version. And it's not their intention to hold you back, but they held the most power over you at that time. And when they see you changing, they're not comfortable with that. And the way they speak to you, they're still speaking to that version of you that they met. Sometimes you'll even catch them saying, oh my gosh, remember 5 years ago when you went out with this guy? Remember you like completely disrespected yourself in this scenario? And they'll bring back the old things about you that you did not love. But they do that because they unconsciously feel more comfortable with you being your old version of yourself. It doesn't matter how much you change, it doesn't matter how much you grow, those people will still see that old version of you. You can communicate with them that you changed, maybe that will help, but most of the time, people want to keep you where you are. That's why you want to be with people that are expansive, that understand self-development, that people that are willing to work on their mindset to actually change. Another thing that I particularly struggled with was I didn't feel that I was good enough. Therefore, I opened my circle to everybody. I ended up attracting a lot of energy vampires, people that were putting me down constantly, people that were complaining about their lives, and there was something in me that was attracting people that were struggling a lot mentally. And I think this really came from this desire to save people. There was also another part of me that didn't feel worthy if I wasn't of service in relationships. So a lot of my past relationships, I was constantly giving my time, giving my attention, giving my energy. So there was a phase in my life where I was constantly giving my energy away to people that were struggling. But these people weren't actually working on themselves, but they were just very wallowed in their pain. They weren't willing to actually take the steps forward to changing. But I would always receive a text from a friend that really needed help. And my energy would go all the way down to maybe 20%. So then 20% of my energy was used towards my day, because the 80% that they needed, that I used to support them, they don't actually use the stuff that I say. Like, they don't apply the support and the advice that I give them. And then they come back to me again with the same problems, with the same issues. And then again, time and time again, because I felt obligated, because I'm friends with them, I would give them 80% of my energy. I think stating boundaries is a really amazing thing if you want to keep them in your life, if you do believe that their presence is really worth keeping. But you really have to be honest with yourself. Are they making me feel good? Are they really energizing me to becoming the best possible version of myself? Are they really enhancing my soul? Are they really making me feel like I can do and be anyone that I want? There was also a phase where I was attracting people that didn't love me, but were constantly trying to change who I was. These people that try to constantly change our values, change who we are, they are usually very insecure themselves. And they like to put that energy, they like to put that attention on you so they don't have to worry about themselves. But really, they hold a lot of insecurities around their life purpose. They carry a lot of insecurities around how they present themselves, but they criticize you because there's a part of you that they don't like within themselves. And these people are usually the type of people that talk smack about other people, judging about their careers, judging about their relationships. These people are often very critical of others. Is it soul aligning for you? Are these people truly lifting you up? Them saying and talking smack about others, does that make you feel expansive? Or does it just make you insecure? And usually, it will make you feel like crap after. It will make you feel terrible because you also know that nobody is perfect. When you see someone else and you judge them, there's probably a part of you that's within you that is unhealed. And it says nothing about the person that you're judging. It says more about who you are and what you're insecure about. Why you need to be selective with your friendships is because you deserve to be with people that love you unconditionally. How do you choose the right people to have in your life? How do you vet for these people? How do you find these people? Amazing question. So we're going to get into that. First off, finding those friendships really start off with who you are. It really starts with self-love. You hear it all the time, but it all boils down to how much you love and honor yourself. So I want you to grab a piece of paper and I want you to ask yourself this question. If you could strip away your labels, your career, your friends, your family, your identity, if you strip away your hair, your skin, your face, your clothes, if you strip away everything that is a physical representation of who you are, you're only left with your soul, your personality, your energy, your presence. What does your soul have to offer? Now, this is a very interesting question, because sometimes when we feel that, oh, maybe we're not pretty enough to have a certain partner, maybe we're not pretty enough to have certain friends, the reason why you want to strip all of the labels, the way you look, the way you dress, your career, the reason why you want to remove all of that is because when you believe that it is your fashion, your clothes, your money that is attracting your friends, that is exactly what will happen. You will attract friendships that are shallow. You will attract friendships that don't genuinely love your soul, but love who you are physically. Love who you are with your money, loves who you are because you have a certain career, loves who you are because of money. But if you strip away all of that, I want you to list a variety of reasons why you are so freaking amazing. Why is your soul beautiful? What makes your soul beautiful? Is it the fact that you love spreading joy? Is it the fact that you are very naturally loving? Is it the fact that you can just make everyone feel so safe and comfortable? Is it the fact that you can just put a smile on anyone's face because you genuinely believe that they're beautiful? Is it the fact that you see life as such a precious experience and everyone who talks to you just automatically feels expansive? What are some of the reasons that make you such an amazing person? Now, write all of those things, write everything down, and really allow yourself and soak in the compliments, soak in all of the beautiful traits of your soul, and really allow yourself to experience how amazing you are. The more you sink into that feeling that you are amazing, you will naturally attract people that see this part of you. And the people that see this part of you are usually the people that are also very soul aligned themselves. Now you know that maybe sometimes your reasons are, I don't feel worthy of being with amazing friends because I'm not pretty enough. Those are very shallow conditions. When you believe that there are conditions around what kind of friendships you can attract, those conditions cause you to not have that thing. So now the second part of this second section is finding out what kind of friendships that you want. List out all the traits that you want in your friendships. Do you want people that are also very committed to self-development? Do you want people that genuinely love themselves and are very authentic because they believe that they are amazing just as they are? Do you want to attract people that also have a lot of soulful friendships? Do you want to attract people that are living their full purpose? You get to choose your standards and who you want to be with. When you're in a space, when you're in this level of self-love, where you love yourself so much that you would rather spend time with yourself than to spend time with mid-tiered people. That's where I'm at right now. I literally chose to be in Bali to be alone. And it made me realize that I can actually choose my friendships. I can choose who I want to surround myself with. The fact that I am willingly here alone shows how much I honor myself. And I'm actually having a really amazing time because I'm really reconnecting with my truth. I'm really reconnecting with nature, and it's been a very delightful experience. But it made me consciously aware that I can attract any sort of relationship I want. I can attract any sort of friendship that I want, and I am not bound by my past. Now, that level of awareness really comes from loving who you are now and loving the company that you bring. And it comes with really loving your own company. Another thing is that if you're currently in a new city, in a new country, and you don't have a lot of friends, or maybe you are in a place where you lost your entire friend group and now you've been spending a lot of time alone and you feel very lonely, I want you to think of it this way. The universe has put you into this situation because the universe believes that you have outgrown them. The universe believes that you are ready to move on to a new level of thinking, a new level of awareness, a new level of self-love, where you actually get to set the standard of what kind of friendships you want to invite into your life. Now, this is a really big picture understanding because in the current moment, when you're very lonely, it's really easy to spiral into the place where you feel unloved or, you're not worthy of love, and you're gonna ask yourself, what is wrong with me? I'm gonna tell you straight up that there's nothing wrong with you. The universe wants you to have this alone time so you can do the inner work that you're supposed to do. Because the universe wants you to realize that you deserve a certain level of treatment, that you deserve soulful conversations. But it comes with being aware of what you loved in your previous relationships and friendships and what you hated. My story was that I was going through a really tough breakup, and I was also in a completely new country. I went to Taiwan and I lived in Taiwan for 6 months. And it was really lonely because I didn't know anybody, and I was at a place where I really didn't want to see anyone. But instead of using this time to kind of spiral into how lonely I was, which I was very lonely at that time, but I didn't let myself spiral for too long. Because I knew that this was the best time for me to actually find clarity around my dreams and goals, to actually find out what kind of friendships I wanted with this new environment, and what I eventually want to create from here on out. And that ended up being the most powerful and incredible time of my life, because I ended up finding and meeting one of my soul sisters in Taiwan. And I also used this time to really work and grow my business. I also spent a lot of time doing money mindset work and relationship mindset work. I was doing all of this inner work to attract more beautiful things into my life. I wasn't wallowing and staying in that lonely place. I used this time and I saw it as a luxury, that I actually get to spend this time alone and be selfish with my time so I can do what I want. I can use this time to build my business. I can use this time to read. I can use this time to watch TV. The beautiful thing about being alone is that you actually have more space to think about what it is that you want and desire without having the people around your life to tell you what you need or to tell you what you want. And I saw it as a luxury. I truly saw it as a luxury, and I changed and I've shifted so much since. And my external life changed as well. So being lonely is not a bad thing. It may feel like it's a bad thing, but you can use this time, you can create a schedule around, okay, from 9 to 12, I want to work on my business. From 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, I want to do inner work. Time block your life so you don't feel FOMO. You don't feel FOMO from your friends or people that are going out without you, but you are creating a schedule so you are actually propelling yourself forward. Now, going back to that list of all the traits that you want in a friend, in a partner, now look through that list and think to yourself, do I have all of these traits? If the answer is yes, you have a pretty good shot in attracting that person, because we attract what we are. We don't attract what we want. We only attract what we are. But if your answer is no, there's a lot of inner work that you have to do. If you want someone that is open-minded and you're a pretty closed-minded person, why would that person want to hang out with you? Wouldn't that open-minded person want to also be with other open-minded people? This is also a form of inner work. Now you have this list of all the things that you want in a friend or in a partner. And you are also working on yourself to get there. All you have to do right now is really learn to love yourself. Love every part of you, no matter if it's your body, no matter if it's your finances, no matter if it's your career. The more that you honor yourself, the more you accept yourself, you become more comfortable with showing who you are. Then your energy just becomes so much more magnetic. Then naturally, when you're more comfortable in your own skin, people will feel more drawn to be with you because they just love your energy. People just love who you are because you are so authentic to your truth. And then slowly you will actually attract the people that are meant to be in your life, your soul sisters. That's what's been happening with me. I've been going to so many different countries, and every country that I go to, I always manage to meet one of my soul sisters. I always magically find people that really resonate with my story, really resonate with what is important to me, which is self-development and spirituality. So it's really crazy how when you honor yourself, the universe will bring more people who honor themselves as well. And if you don't have spiritual friends, if you don't have people that are working on themselves, it's so easy to find friends online. Just nowadays on Facebook groups or even purchasing a group coaching program, you're automatically placed with people that are just so in alignment with you. So open yourself up to new friends, open yourself up to new ideas, and magically, the friends that are meant to be in your life will naturally fall into place and will naturally fall into your life. So lastly, if you find that you're constantly in this cycle where you're going through this inner transformation, but nothing seems to be shifting, I do one-on-one coaching, and I really help you tap into your true divine goddess self. Whether it is through money or whether it is through relationships, I help you embody your true inner goddess, actually stepping into and giving yourself permission to being the high value woman that you are meant to be. And I truly understand that a lot of women go through guilt of being too high maintenance or feeling like they can't ask for their desires. Imagine yourself transforming into this amazing and magnetic woman that can attract any guy that she wants. And imagine yourself being a woman, this boss babe, wealthy woman, running the business of her dreams and being successful at it because she is in alignment with her mission. She is doing a job that fulfills her and also pays her generously. So if you are looking to be in this realm where you're actually ready to step up into becoming the most amazing version of yourself, then sign up for coaching with me. I do one-on-one coaching, and we really help you work around those limiting beliefs and help you fully train your subconscious mind to see yourself as the high value woman that you truly are. So if you are interested, my email is just down below, so email me for more information. I hope you really loved this video. Please comment down below to see what kind of friendships you want in your life, and maybe you can even attract those friendships in the comments below. So I think that would be really cool to see. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!